Hey everybody, welcome to the SMA Journey 51 vlog. Alright guys, in this week's video, I'm going to talk about a subject that I touched on a few weeks ago with regards to my inability to travel by airplane. And even though this doesn't have anything to do with SMA or potential therapies coming out for those of us with SMA, it's a subject that I think you need to know about because it's a subject that makes me very angry. And I'm hoping that after you listen to what I have to say, you're as angry as I am. But I'm also going to tell you how to funnel your anger in the right direction so that we, as a collective voice, can maybe do something about it. A few weeks ago in Anaheim, California, they held the 2019 Annual Cure SMA Conference, and one of my co-workers, Kevin Schaefer, attended this event. And it's an event that I would have really enjoyed going to, but my inability to get on a plane without having to transfer makes it very difficult for me to do so. You know, if you think about it, all cars that are on the roads today are crash tested for safety, okay? And in the area that I live in, which is in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, our transit system is called DART, and it stands for Dallas Area Rapid Transit. So their job is to help facilitate people in wheelchairs or people that have some kind of handicap, whether it be physical or mental, to get from one destination to the other. So anytime that I want to go somewhere and I don't want to use my personal minivan, I'll call DART and they'll come out and they'll pick me up. So when they get to my house, they either have a bus or a van, and once I get into this vehicle, either with a ramp or a lift, I'm able to stay in my wheelchair because these vehicles have tie-down brackets that have been safety and crash tested. So my question is, why can't the airlines have something like this for us, those of us that sit in wheelchairs? Why can't we bring our wheelchairs onto the plane, tie them down to the safety bracket that should be crash tested anyway? Why do we have to transfer from our wheelchairs to the airline seats? Plus, if you've ever bought an electric wheelchair or know someone that has, these chairs can cost upwards of $55,000 or more. If I have to transfer out of my wheelchair, they then have to load my wheelchair in the belly of the plane. And if you've ever experienced damage to your wheelchair, which I have, it's not worth the risk. I went to California in 1988, and when my father and I landed in LAX, it took them 2 hours to get my wheelchair to me, and after they brought the wheelchair to me, the hand controller was completely destroyed, and they put something so heavy in the chair itself, it sheared off one of the bolts that held my left motor on. So for 3 days while we were in California, my father had to push me in my electric wheelchair. By the time we got home, it took another 2 weeks to get it fixed, at a cost of just about $1,000. Did the airliner offer to pay for this damage that they caused? Hell no, okay? And that's what makes me angry. If cars are crash tested and they've got tie-down brackets, why can't airliners do it? All they would have to do is take out a couple of seats in the front of the plane, put these tie-down brackets on, and it would make it much easier for those of us that are in wheelchairs. We would be able to roll onto the plane, tie our chairs down to these tie-down brackets, and be able to stay in our wheelchair. Now, if you ask the FAA, they'll tell you that it's all safety related, which to me is really a bullshit answer, okay? It has nothing to do with safety. It has everything to do with corporate greed. They don't want to remove a couple of seats on the plane because they wouldn't be able to maximize their profits. To me, I would think that if they did add a couple of tie-down brackets for those of us to remain in our wheelchairs, those of us in chairs may travel more. You know, if we've got the ability to travel without having to transfer, we may go to more destinations. So the whole excuse about safety really doesn't fly with me. Sorry, bad pun. But another way that I look at it, and it's kind of a gruesome way to describe it, but if I'm in an airplane that's nosediving from 37,000 feet and it's going to crash, what the hell difference does it make if I'm either in my wheelchair or a seat that's been regulated by the FAA? It just doesn't make any sense because the end result is going to be the same. So what we need to do is we need to contact our local congressmen, senators, and the governor in the state in which we live, and we need to urge them to force the FAA to make this change so that those of us that are in wheelchairs can have the freedom that able-bodied people have. I would love to be able to travel to California or to Florida. Once I get to my destination, I can always rent a lift that would get me out of my chair and into the bed. I've got caregivers that can help me do that. It's just getting to the destination is the problem. So by allowing the FAA to put these tie-down brackets on their planes, we, those of us that are in wheelchairs, would be able to have the luxury and the freedom that able-bodied people have. And it's something that we not only want, I think it's something that we deserve. So please, contact your local congressman, senator, and the governor in the state in which you live, and urge them to make this change. You know, I'm not big on government control, but I would love to see the government tell the FAA that they need to make this right. To me, it's the right thing to do. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay? Also, remember this. If you have any questions, either send me an email or send me a comment down below the video. Anytime I get an email or a comment, I respond to each and every one. So please, send me your questions. I would love to see them, and I would love to answer them. Hey guys, I hope all of you have had a fantastic week. Do me a favor this upcoming week. Do something for yourself that's going to make you a better person. God bless you, and I'll see you in a few weeks. Bye-bye.
So